Hello and welcome to all of you tuned in across the state of Wisconsin for tonight's great Northern boys hockey matchup. My name is Gunnar Sippert. I'll be calling the action here for you tonight along with Joey Ramsey on the production side. Mosinee hosting Lakeland here from the Mosinee Recreation Center in Mosinee, Wisconsin. We do have a little bit of a delay, I'm sure, as you noticed, and as well as in the chat, Joey put a message there waiting on an official to start the game here tonight. So going to end up starting closer to 7:15, maybe even 7:20 if we have to wait a little bit longer than our initial 7 o'clock slated puck drop. On the season, both of these teams 2-0 in Great Northern Conference play. They are tied for second behind Tomahawk, who is 3-0. Besides the 2-0 records, though, in conference play, Mosinee and Lakeland, very different teams. Overall on the season, Mosinee 7-5-1. Lakeland 4-4, so you can see it even just there in their records. Mosinee almost with double the amount of games played. I shouldn't say almost, but they've got 13 games played compared to Lakeland just playing 8. And in terms of the styles of play of these teams, Mosinee is in a lot of higher scoring games, whereas Lakeland keeps games low scoring. On the season, Mosinee with 54 goals compared to 33 against. Lakeland with 21 goals versus 22 against. So we'll be able to see tonight if the high-paced offense of Mosinee will be slowed down by a Lakeland team that tends to play in low-scoring affairs. Head coaches for these teams, for Lakeland, Jake Suter, a former defenseman at the University of Massachusetts at Lowell, a D1 program. His father as well, Gary Suter, a former NHL player, one of the assistants on the bench for him, along with Evan Jansen, Gary Olson, and Kyle Schaub, the JV coach. And over on the Mosinee side, head coach Keith Kuklinski, with assistants Brett Yarkovsky, Jeremy Remondini, and Greg Jensen, and Travis Mahalski, the JV assistant coach here tonight. So we're just under a minute left on the clock, waiting to see what the announcement's going to be in terms of whether we have a second official here, as we are waiting for puck drop between the hosting Mosinee Indians and the Lakeland Union Thunderbirds. As I said, both teams 2-0 on the year, have yet to play each other. Looking at the schedules for both teams, only one game against each of your conference opponents typically, and then they have the Great Northern Conference tournament at the end of the year. So this will be the lone guaranteed meeting between these two schools, although they did meet in the playoffs last year in a sectional semifinal. Mosinee went up to Lakeland and defeated them 2-1 before eventually falling to Tomahawk in the sectional final. Tomahawk went on to state, and that's the team that both of these squads are trying to chase down. Tomahawk, number 1 in the Division II rankings right now. They have been dominant in Great Northern play in just 3 games, 30 goals scored to 1 goal against in Great Northern Conference play, and overall in the year, Tomahawk 9-3. I imagine some of their losses coming to Division I programs, as they are currently the favorite to take home the Division II trophy in Madison in the state tournament. I see the Mosinee players poking out of the dressing room here. Don't see the same on the other side for Lakeland, and it doesn't seem as if we have an imminent announcement here. So we will take it to a commercial break, and hopefully we'll have an update here on Zaleski Sports.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcasts. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
In every department at Dahl Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dahl Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dahl Auto, simple.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. Still waiting for an announcement regarding the start time of tonight's matchup between Mosinee and Lakeland Union High School. The clock wound down from our extended warm-up period. We got 17 minutes on the clock for the first period, and the Lakeland coaches have taken the bench. We saw the Mosinee players poking out of the dressing room earlier, so hopefully getting an announcement here momentarily. I'll stay on the air with you, I believe we're about to have an announcement. 2 minutes from puck drop, so we'll keep it here. On the season, this Mosinee team 7-5-1. They've won both of their Great Northern Conference matchups. Back on December 5th, they defeated Northland Pines 4-3 in this building. And then on December 20th, they traveled to Antigo and won 11-1 and a lopsided one over the Red Robins. Other wins on the year for Mosinee, including 7-3 over Houghton, Michigan, 3-2 at Viroqua, 6-1 at Ashwaubenon, 8-1 over the co-op program between Wausau East and Merrill, as well as 3-2 against DC Everest in this building. So the home record on the year, 3-2 for the Indians on their home ice. Losses on the year for Mosinee, 2-3 against Milwaukee Marquette, 2-5 at Kingsford, Michigan, 2-3 at Madison Memorial, 1-2 in overtime against Wausau West. That was a neutral site game played in Schofield, I believe at the DC Everest rink. And their most recent game, a 3-5 loss here on home ice against the De Pere co-op team. So 7-5-1 on the year. And of course that one draw was at the Toma Sparta co-op, 2-2 overtime. Couldn't settle things there in that non-conference matchup. Meanwhile, for Lakeland, as I said, only 8 games played on the year. Their Great Northern matchups were against Medford on December 5th. They won 5-0 at home. And then a common opponent with Mosinee, they went to Northland Pines on the 19th of December and beat them 3-1. Other wins on the year for the Thunderbirds include Stevens Point Pacelli and over the Northwest Icemen. That's a co-op between a bunch of schools in northwestern Wisconsin: Barron, Cumberland, Chautauqua, Weyerhaeuser, Cameron, Bloomer, and Turtle Lake. That was a 2-0 score in that one. Losses for Lakeland on the year. No losses in conference play, but 4 non-conference losses. First to DC Everest at home, 2-4. They lost at Kingsford, Michigan. Another common opponent between them and Mosinee. That was a 3-7 score. Mosinee against Kingsford lost 2-5. So a solid team up in the UP took down both of these schools. And most recently, Lakeland's last 2 games, they lost at home 1-4 against West Bend, a co-op between the 2 West Bend public schools there, East and West. And then they lost at Amory 1-3 most recently. As we wait for the players to take the ice, again, head coach Jake Suter for the Lakeland Union Thunderbirds, and we see our 2 referees, 3, make it 3, 2 linesmen and 1 referee. And we're almost ready for puck drop here on Zaleski Sports. Got to get the goals situated.
All right, folks, before we get started, let's give Jason Peters a round of applause. He was sitting at home thinking it was just a night of Netflix and chill. Instead, he gets a phone call.
And now they're explaining that our third official here tonight was just sitting at home and was called into action, not expecting to work a game tonight. I think he's filling in for someone who wasn't able to make it. So definitely appreciate that. I'm imagining he's one of the linesmen. They're not going to call a guy off the couch to be the head official here tonight. 17 minutes on the clock, and the Thunderbirds take the ice first. Just one goalie on the roster for the Thunderbirds. That's Cam Bernard, a 5'8", 140-pound junior who has played every game in the net this year. He's number one, getting his crease ready, as it's a bit of a smaller roster for the Thunderbirds compared to the Mosinee roster, and Mosinee also has a junior varsity team. I believe Lakeland does as well. They list a junior varsity coach here. They just don't have the junior varsity roster. And both teams getting set. Lakeland taking their stance for the national anthem and starting lineups on their goal line. And Mosinee standing by their bench. I think we're just going to go straight to starting lineups here.
Welcome to the Mosinee Rec Center for tonight's Great Northern Conference hockey matchup between the Lakeland Thunderbirds and our Mosinee Indians.
I'll let the PA talk here, but I'll repeat things just in case he's not coming through well.
WIAA require good sportsmanship at education-based sporting events. Attendance at interscholastic activities is a privilege, with the expectation to exhibit positive and respectful behavior. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. First, introducing the refs. We have Nick Akers, Eric Nannis, and the aforementioned Jason Peters.
I heard Nick Akers, Jason Peters, and I didn't quite catch Derek's last name, but they introduced the referees first.
In goal, number 1, Cam Bernard.
And first for the Lakeland Thunderbirds, as I said, number 1, Cam Bernard.
Number 11, Colton Beret.
Number 11, Colton Berry, a sophomore defenseman.
Brent Olson.
Other defenseman, the number 20, Brent Olson, a senior.
Sly Allen. At wing,
Sylvester Allen, the first forward.
Van Berkel. And at center,
Landon Van Berkel, number 22.
the Thunderbirds are
And number 44, CJ Smith, the leading scorer with 7 points on the season for this Thunderbirds team.
for our Mosinee Indians.
Captain for the Thunderbirds is number 20, Brent Olson.
Aiden Karst.
And for the Mosinee Indians, starting goaltender tonight,
Defense, number
Aiden
2,
Karst,
Ben
number 50.
Backman.
Ben Backman starting defense. I remember him from the football season. He was a fullback for the team. Another defenseman, number 4, Hunter Fletcher, a sophomore.
At wing, number 46, Evan Karst.
Evan Karst, introduced there.
Number 34, Danny DeCleve.
And Nathan DeCleve, number 34. I missed the first forward. And we'll
And now, ladies
take it to the
and
national
gentlemen,
anthem now.
if
And
you
we'll
are
be
able to please rise, remove your caps for the playing of the national anthem.
starting forward that I missed for the Indians, number 8, Cooper Zastro, rounds out the starting lineup for Mosinee. And with that starting lineup set and the national anthem, we're almost ready for puck drop here with our third official making it to the game. Not expecting to work tonight, Jason Peters. And along with our 2 linesmen, we're almost ready to go. Not too much bigger of a roster for the Indians, 20 players by a rough head count compared to 14 for Lakeland. So we'll see if that makes a difference here as we get into the later portions of tonight's game, if the Lakeland players end up being a little bit more gassed than the home team here tonight. And we're almost ready for puck drop here in this great northern matchup. Someone's going to be taking their first conference loss tonight unless we head for Mosinee's second draw of the season. Both teams 2-0 on the year in Great Northern play, trying to track down the Tomahawk Hatchets, who are at 3-0. And Mosinee wins the draw. Number 34, Daniel DeCleve. As Mosinee gains the offensive zone, it's taken away by number 20, the captain, Brent Olson of Lakeland. Can't get it out of the zone, though. Heads around to the near side boards. For Lakeland, they'll try to get out of their own defensive end here. It's chipped by DeCleve, and here comes Lakeland through center ice. Chipped down into the offensive zone. Back to retrieve it for the Indians, number 4, Hunter Fletcher. On the forecheck for Lakeland there was number 44, CJ Smith. He's the leading scorer on this team. As it's cleared back the other way come the Thunderbirds. And number 21, the captain, taken out for Lakeland, and Mosinee with possession. Shot goes wide of Bernard. First shot of the game, as we've yet to see a shot on goal here in the first minute of action. And back out towards center ice and fed into the offensive zone. Cutting in towards Bernard. Bernard makes a nice stop on number 11, Matej Kiyanka, one of the leading scorers for this Mosinee team. Into the corner, played for number 6, Tyler Bars, the leading scorer for this Mosinee squad. And back out to center ice, and they chip it back in. Back to retrieve it for the Thunderbirds, Justin Heleniak. Behind his net, gives to his D-man pairing, Aaron Wanta, the leading scorer for the Thunderbirds, number 21. Back down to the end of the ice with Evan Karst in goal for Mosinee. Pardon me, Aiden Karst. Evan, the starting forward, same last name. They play it to the boards and controlled by Mosinee as they look to get out through center ice here. It'll be a race back. No icing. As retrieving it is Colton Berry from the starting lineup. I believe he took a little bit of a shift on the bench, and that one was played with a high stick by the captain, Brent Olson. We'll have a face-off coming in the Lakeland zone. Just over 2 minutes into this one. Mosinee with the better looks on net, but no team able to, pardon me, there was a shot on goal by Mosinee, but both teams playing it out through center ice a lot. And on the face-off for the Thunderbirds, Lawson Bain, a junior. And the jersey for the Mosinee players rumpled up. There we go, number 19, Noah Zebro for Mosinee. And it's stuck under both of their sticks. Eventually it pops out towards Bernard in goal. Vanta looking to track it down there for the Thunderbirds. Pops onto a Mosinee player's stick, and he can't control as the Thunderbirds do get it out, but in center ice, controlled by Mosinee quickly. Chipped in, back to play at Wanta, I should say, with a W, my mistake. And back out through center, controlled by Mosinee. Number 2, Ben Backman, the starting defenseman. As I said, he was a fullback on the football team, as in the offensive zone, taken off of the stick of number 46 there for Mosinee, Evan Karst. Can't control, and back behind the net for Lakeland. They try to play it around and successfully stopped by number 4, Dominic Giranella, one of the leading scorers for this Thunderbirds team. He gets it to Allen. Sylvester chips it in. They announced him as Sly Allen. I don't know if that's actually his nickname or if that was just the PA trying to compare him to Sly Stallone. Back down for Mosinee as they've controlled the majority of the offensive zone time, but we've had plenty of time in center ice here tonight. Chipped back through center, tracking it down the captain, Brent Olson, and it'll be icing against the Thunderbirds. We'll have a draw down in their end coming up here. Another draw coming to the left of Cam Bernard. This time it'll be captain number 7, Noah Doobie, for the Thunderbirds. He wins it. It's rimmed around the back behind Bernard and into the Mosinee zone. See what it'll take for Lakeland to control in the offensive zone. Nice forecheck there by Cooper Johnson, number 13. And back out to the blue line. It's Wanta. Can't get a shot in. And here comes Mosinee, a potential odd man rush here. 2-on-1. Lakeland does get back. And a goal for Matej Kiyanka over the stick of Cam Bernard. Second shot on goal of the game. And our first goal of the game for the Mosinee Indians. They take a 1-0 lead on the goal from the senior Matej Kiyanka, number 11. Came in through the zone. It looked like there was going to be an odd man rush. Lakeland did a good job of getting back, eliminating the pass for Kiyanka, but he made them pay with his shot, a wrister over the stick of Bernard. And a 1-0 lead here for Mosinee early. As we said in the pregame, Mosinee more of a high-scoring team than this Lakeland squad. Lakeland on the year, 21 goals for, 22 goals against in 8 games.
Mosinee goal scored by number 11, Marek Kiyanka.
I think Matej is a nickname for Kiyanka, but when I asked for the pronunciations pregame, one of the Bars and Yurkovsky with the assists. So those are the 3 leading scorers for this Mosinee team. The 3 seniors all getting on the point sheet there. 1-0, Mosinee on top in this great northern matchup. Lakeland looking to answer. Chipped in by Joe Vizanko. And back behind his net, his opposition, the other number 2, Ben Backman. Backman was looking for an outlet pass there. No one there. Wanta tries to dance around Falstead. Chipped in by Cooper Johnson into the corner. Rimmed around by a Mosinee defender. Here's Wanta. He's got the most points on the year for the Thunderbirds. Behind the net, looking to feed his teammate. It's broken up and sent wide by Wanta on the second opportunity. It was Noah Doobie out in front. He's got the puck now. It's taken off his stick. Back the other way comes Backman. Backman tries to go all the way across the ice. Just off the bench is number 9. And a shot saved by Bernard. That was Cameron Kuklinski, who I imagine has to be the son of the head coach here, Keith Kuklinski, if not a nephew. And back the other way come the Thunderbirds. Stick knocked off the hands of C.J. Smith. He goes to retrieve it at center ice. Here come Mosinee. 1-on-4. He'll just play it in to the goalie Bernard, who passes it off to a teammate. Pass stolen. And Colton Berry will have a second chance after he turned it over there. Turns behind his net. And Berry looking for some help. Rifles a pass past his teammate, and this will be icing. Was more just trying to clear the zone there, as he didn't give Cooper Johnson much of a chance to play that cleanly. As I said, a much higher scoring team, Mosinee, averaging just over 4 goals a game compared to 2.5 goals against. For Lakeland on the year, it's been 2.6 goals per game compared to 2.3 goals against, or 2.7 goals against, as they've been slightly outscored on the year. They're at -2 now, as the puck goes into the Lakeland bench there. So as I said, Lakeland has 14 on their roster, just the 1 goalie. So Cam Bernard knows he's in for 51 minutes, the 3 17-minute periods here in Wisconsin high school hockey. It's sent in by number 12, Isaac Lewins of Mosinee, and they'll cycle behind the net. Looking for his teammate in the slot there was number 9, Cooper Zastro, and it's turned over by Lakeland. Back the other way comes Lewins. He gets the puck taken off of his stick, and just a nice chip there by Silva as Van Berkel was trying to feed him in the middle. Shot gets through and is gloved by Karst. First shot on goal of the day is Colton Berry, the 5'10 sophomore starting defenseman for Lakeland. Got a shot through traffic there, but Karst able to see it and glove it. And we'll have our first face-off in the Mosinee defensive end. On the draw, Lawson Bain for the Thunderbirds, but it's won by the opposing number 6, Tyler Bars of Mosinee, as it was 6 versus 6. Here comes Bars the other way. He's got Kianka with him. Bars with the shot. He scores. Bars on the breakaway there. A 2-on-1. Takes the shot himself. Beats Bernard over his glove side. And it's 2-0 here in favor of Mosinee 7 minutes into the first period. That was off the face-off win by Bars. Able to get out on the rush and cash in for himself. And again, a breakaway. We see Mosinee, and instead of opting to pass on that odd man rush, they go straight for the shot, and that time it pays off as Bars gets his first goal of the night. And that'll be his 13th of the year. Kianka with his 9th of the year to start the scoring earlier. Yurkovsky is actually the leading goal scorer on the year for Mosinee. We'll see. He had an assist on the first goal.
Mosinee goal scored by number 6, Tyler Bars.
Back the other way. Here comes Kianka through. Drops it off and taken off of the stick of the captain, Elliot Yurkovsky. Yurkovsky and Lemke with the assists on the Bars goal. So Yurkovsky's got two tonight. He's got 28 on the season. Mosinee with 3 of the top 30 players in the state in terms of points. Coming into tonight's game, Bars with 29. He's up to 31 now with an assist and a goal. Kianka with 27 coming into the game. He's got 28 now with his goal. And Yurkovsky came into the game with 26. He's got 28 as he's got 2 helpers on the night for the Indians. Draw is won by Mosinee. Number 19, Noah Zebro on the draw there for the team in white. Outlet pass off the boards, intercepted by Colton Berry. And back into Mosinee territory, and they break out towards center ice. Chipped in by Isaac Lewins, back behind the net, controlled by the Thunderbirds. And around the net behind Bernard there. Feeding Smith was number 22, Landon Van Berkel. Van Berkel gets tied up, as does Smith. Lakeland looking to get into the offensive zone. A nice feed by number 11, Colton Berry there, but they have to go off for a line change. And we got a 1-on-2 here for Lakeland. It's Dominic Gironella feeding the middle. And a shot on goal from short range there by Vazanko. Not much on it. And Karst able to make a stop on a low velocity shot. But a nice break there for Lakeland as they got a shot right out in front of Karst. And they hold the zone here. It's Vazanko as it's chipped out by Mosinee. This will be icing against the home team, and we'll have a draw down by Aiden Karst as he made his second save of the night. On the night, we've got 2 goals on 3 shots on goal for Mosinee. I believe Bernard's just have the 1 save, and Karst is 2 for 2 for his part. Draw is won by Lakeland, but it almost escapes the zone. Recovering was Colton Berry, and now up against the boards, a fight there, and it's chipped out by Mosinee as Noah Doobie was not able to maintain clean possession. Mosinee in their offensive end now. Behind the net, it's number 6, Tyler Bars, jostling with Berry. Lakeland has possession, but the puck rolling off the stick of Olsen there. Save made by Bernard on a shot from the high slot. Getting his save percentage back up to 50% for the night. Bernard making a nice stop with the blockers down there. But puck chipped through center, not enough for icing. I believe it was tipped by a Mosinee player. Good check there from number 16, Justin Heleniak, at center ice. Not allowing the Mosinee pass to be clean. Outlet pass to Bars, and he's in. He's got Yurkowski with him, and Bernard will cover for a draw here as it trickled through to him. 2-0 our score. On the ice for Mosinee right now, number 19, Noah Zebro. Pardon me, I said Yurkowski. He's got winger Brandon Rasmussen as well as Cameron Kuklinski there for him. Puck loose in the slot there and taken by Lakeland out, but losing control of it was Gironella. Chipped in by Mosinee. Bernard can't handle it behind the net. And out the other way, Wanta's pass is deflected as it heads in behind Karst. CJ Smith chasing after it. A big hit put on by Dominic Gironella. He got Rasmussen there. Mosinee maintaining possession, however. Mate. On the opposite side of the ice, the assistant captain, number 34, Daniel DeCleve. And that was actually Cooper Zastro. I thought it was number 6. It was number 8. Trying for that outlet pass. It deflects. Or pardon me, I believe icing was called. So it'll be CJ Smith against DeCleve here on the face-off. DeCleve wins it, but Smith chases down the loose puck, hits one of the linesmen in the corners, and takes a Mosinee bounce, but the clearing attempt by Mosinee off the mark as Olsen was able to hold it at the blue line. And again, Mosinee unable to clear it as it's Cooper Johnson working on the far boards. And another outlet pass from Mosinee with a recipient nowhere to be found, and another icing against the Indians. 5:12 remaining here in the first. Mosinee on top 2-0. But Lakeland able to maintain Mosinee's zone. Doobie loses the face-off for Lakeland. It's rimmed around, and we've got a potential 2-on-2 here. It's Bars out on the break. He's got Kiyanka with him. He shoots. Bernard with the stop. Bernard able to eat that one up right in his chest. And he's able to stop the Mosinee breakaway for the first time tonight. Here's Kiyanka. He feeds Yurkowski. And the shot went high above the net. Puck played all the way down to Karst at the other end. He plays and gives it to his defenseman, Isaac Lewins. For number 47, Spencer Lemke. He's got one of the assists on the most recent goal by Bars. Long pass does trickle through for Bars. Bars muscling his way in, and Bernard with a nice stop as Bars was able to get by Colton Berry, but the junior goalie for the Thunderbirds does a nice job of keeping the puck out of his net. Number 19, Noah Zebro on the draw. Again, he's got Brandon Rasmussen with him on the right wing and Cameron Kuklinski on the left wing. Thunderbirds with possession here. Good hit from number 6, Lawson Bain, taking down Kuklinski. And here's Bain through center. He's got Joe Vazanko with him. He chips it down behind the goalie Karst. Mosinee does a nice job of filtering that out, but it's held at the blue line by Barry. Barry, one of the 2 starting defensemen for this Thunderbirds team. He's got Brent Olsen with him as they both head back now to play the puck from Bernard. Bernard's pass gets by Olsen. Not much pressure from the Mosinee forecheck, so Olsen able to play it out off the boards. It gets past the blue line, but his teammate not able to play it cleanly. And back the other way, here comes Kuklinski. He fires. It's deflected out in front. Not able to be put in by Evan Karst, breaking towards the net. Don't believe that'll be officially a shot on goal, but that was very close to Mosinee's 3rd tally of the night. Down in the corner, Colton Berry looking to work around Lemke. Gets it to a teammate, and it hops over the stick of Falstead and through center. On the outlet pass there, a whiff by Isaac Lewins. He decides to carry it through center on his second chance, and a soft shot is gloved by Joe Bernard as we've just gotten under 3 minutes to go here in the first period. 2-0 our score, Mosinee on top. Another draw to the left of Cam Bernard. Tonight's game brought to you by Stevens Point Orthopedics with another shot on goal there, saved by Bernard. Proudly serving the central Wisconsin community with orthopedic, sports medicine, spine, and physical therapy services. Shot over the net there. Stevens Point Orthopedics, world-class treatment, hometown care. Shot over the net there was by Aaron Wanta for Lakeland, and the Thunderbirds have been able to maintain some offensive pressure here late in the first. That shot deflected off a leg out in front from Wanta. Does not end up on goal. All the way around behind the net, but kept in by Lakeland. Here's Johnson. Or pardon me, that's Sylvester Allen, number 15, working down in low, and eventually they get it out. Here's Yurkowski with bars. It's 2-on-4, and they slow things down, waiting for their teammates to enter the offensive zone. It's chipped out by Lakeland. Fresh off the bench, number 14, Spencer Swedberg for the Thunderbirds. Behind the net, Bernard leaves it for one of his captains, Brent Olson, number 20. Pass to Swedberg. Swedberg was looking for Doobie through center. It's intercepted, but Swedberg able to retain possession in his defensive zone. Pass off the end boards as we've hit just about 90 seconds remaining in the first here. Lakeland doing a good job of not letting things snowball from that 2-0 with the 2-0 lead for Mosinee with those 2 goals in quick succession. Things could have gotten worse here for the Thunderbirds. They've done a nice job to close out this first period. And for Mosinee, they're looking to tack on their third of the night. And offsides will be called here as it hopped over a Lakeland stick, and Daniel DeCleve, the senior, was caught offsides. We'll have a face-off at neutral ice here. It'll be DeCleve against Lawson Bain for the Thunderbirds. DeCleve with a clean win. And Mosinee gains the offensive zone. Shot on. Rebound given up by Bernard, and it's cashed in by number 47, Spencer Lemke. His first goal of the night, his second point. He had the assist on the Bars goal. And 3-0 our score with just over a minute remaining here from Mosinee in the first period. 3-0 in favor of the Indians. On a rebound chance for Spencer Lemke. Bernard not able to control the shot. The initial shot was from, I believe, his defensive partner, Isaac Lewins. I mean, we'll figure that out once we hear who has the assist on it.
1 minute remaining in the period.
1 minute remaining, and 3-0 is our score.
His first varsity goal scored by number 47, Spencer Lemke.
The first varsity goal for Spencer Lemke. Congratulations. Cooper Zastro had the initial shot, which Bernard was not able to handle. He gets the helper, and it's 3-0 in favor of Mosinee. And this one leaks towards Bernard in goal. Swung around and held at the point by Mosinee. Passes into no one. It trickles through. Bernard wasn't able to get his glove on it. And a shot on net there for Mosinee nearly, but it goes over the top of the goal. And it went into the netting behind Bernard. So we'll get a face-off with 22.4 seconds remaining here in the first period. Draw is eventually won by Mosinee. They center and a whiff on the shot there. And we may have a penalty here as, oh no, pardon me, the goal came off its moorings. I believe it was number 11, Matej Kiyanka, that was not able to pull the trigger there. Kiyanka will be on the face-off here against Noah Doobie for Lakeland. 15 seconds remaining in the period. Doobie gets the win, but there's no defenseman behind him. And circling around the net is Kiyanka. He gets a shot on goal and nicely cleared out of there by Brent Olson as Bernard could not handle it. And a bouncing puck goes out of play off the hand of Yurkowski. So we'll have 3 seconds remaining with yet another offensive zone face-off for Mosinee. It'll be Tyler Bars taking the face-off here. 3 seconds to go. They got to get a shot off quick. They do, but it's blocked by Lakeland. Yurkowski, his shot deflected on the way to the net. And the teams will head to the locker room for first intermission. Mosinee on top 3-0. We will head to a commercial break before coming back to break down the first period. Stay tuned during the first intermission here on Zaleski Sports.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fure, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
For more than 30 years, Seifert Electric has been providing electrical and thermal imaging for residential, commercial, and industrial customers. This family-owned and operated company knows the importance of communication between the electrician and their customers, with a focus towards efficient and quality service. From simple electrical needs, like light fixtures and circuit adjustments, to wiring new construction building sites, you can put your trust in Seifert Electric. Serving all of central and northern Wisconsin, look to Seifert Electric for all your electrical and thermal imaging needs.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. In the first intermission here, we welcome the Mosinee High School figure skating team to the ice. Performing to skate. They will skate to California Girls by the Beach Boys. Once again, that was the Mosinee High School figure skating team. We thank them for their performance here tonight.
Nice job, ladies. Thank you.
First intermission officially not underway according to the clock. We still got to clean the ice here. 12 minutes on the clock for intermission. We will head back to break and be back soon with a first period recap here on Zaleski Sports.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, There was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcasts. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. Tonight's game between Mosinee and Lakeland at the first intermission. Mosinee leading 3-0 over the Thunderbirds. Again, my name is Gunnar Zippert, and I'm here calling tonight's action with Joey Ramsey on the production side here on Zaleski Sports. Tonight's game is brought to you by Nicolay Bank. Nicolay Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Learn more at nicolaybank.com. And tonight's game also brought to you by Lee's Piggly Wiggly and Mosinee Family Chiropractic. Thank you to these wonderful local Mosinee favorites for bringing us today's game. And 3-0 our score at the first intermission. The first goal of the night was by Matej Kiyanka for Mosinee. The assists on that one going to his line mates, Elliot Yurkovsky as well as Tyler Bars. And then Bars followed it up with his first goal of the night on a breakaway. The assists on that one went to Spencer Lemke, and I believe it was Yurkovsky again. So Elliot Yurkovsky with 2 assists on the night. And then the third goal of the period, all for Mosinee. The third one came for Spencer Lemke as they announced over the PA his first varsity goal. It was a rebound off a shot from Cooper Zastro, so Zastro gets the assist. So on the night, Lemke with 2 points, 1 goal, 1 assist. Same for Tyler Bars. He's got 1 goal, 1 assist. Elliot Yurkovsky with the 2 assists. 3 players in double with multiple points here tonight, as well as Matej Kiyanka with his 1 goal. And Cooper Zastro with an assist for the Mosinee Indians. Tonight's game, not the only game in Great Northern Conference play. It is the only game between 2 teams in the Great Northern Conference. All the rest of the matchups tonight, non-conference. Medford leading Spooner at home 1-0. Northland Pines hosting Hayward from the Northwestern Conference. Pardon me, it's 4-1 now in favor of Spooner as I refresh my page. Rhinelanders at DC Everest, and Tomahawk is hosting Stevens Point Pacelli. Tomahawk is the team to beat in the conference. They're 3-0 overall and number 1 in the Division II rankings in the state. They made it to state last year, fell in the state semifinals 2 years ago, as I see on the banners here. Mosinee made it to state. So both of those teams playing in the same section here, obviously, looking to make it back to Madison this spring. Upcoming games for both of these squads. First for Lakeland, if I can find my notes. Lakeland will be hosting Antigo this Thursday, the 9th, before heading to River Falls on Saturday for a non-conference matchup. Next Tuesday, they host Tomahawk. And other remaining conference games for the Thunderbirds, the 21st, they will host Waupaca. And on the 30th, they will host Rhinelander. So the Great Northern Conference is what I'm used to seeing, the teams I'm used to seeing, except for Waupaca. That's the new one. Obviously, for hockey, conferences have to be a little bit more flexible with their members, considering not every school has a program. For Mosinee, this Thursday, they will host Tomahawk in a big-time matchup. If tonight's score should hold, Mosinee would be 3-0, and Tomahawk would be 3-0 in conference play as well, and that would be a huge matchup if Mosinee can hold on to this one. Next Tuesday, Mosinee will host Marshfield in a matchup between a Division I school and Division II school before heading to Waupaca on next Thursday, and the rest of the conference schedule for Mosinee after that Tomahawk game on Thursday will be on the road. They'll be at Waupaca next Thursday before going to Rhinelander on the 21st and Medford on the 28th. So the last two conference home games of the year coming for Mosinee here tonight against Lakeland and Tomahawk on Thursday before the Great Northern Conference tournament begins later in the season. And that'll do it for our first intermission recap. We will head back to break here briefly before the start of the second period. About 4.5 minutes left on the clock. Stick with us here on Zaleski Sports.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
Whether you're just beginning your educational journey or seeking a new opportunity, we're here for you. At North Central Technical College, we have unique partnerships with 4-year colleges that allow you to transfer seamlessly to and from our campus, saving you time and money. With hundreds of transfer options available, the path to a bachelor's degree and a great paying career are just a step away. North Central Technical College. Start here, go anywhere.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcasts. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. Just 2 minutes to go in the first intermission as the buzzer sounds. Teams will retake the ice here. 3-0. Mosinee on top of visiting Lakeland. Tonight's game brought to you by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. Tonight's game also brought to you by John's Auto Repair. For all your auto repair needs, Mosinee and Rothschild turns to John's Auto Repair just south of Business 51, north of Mosinee. Auto repair you can trust to have it done right and get you on your way. John's Auto Repair. Mosinee back on their bench, getting the goal set as we're just over a minute remaining here in the intermission. Of course, this isn't the only game on Zaleski Sports tonight, as we've got, let me count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 13 live broadcasts, as well as one upcoming here tonight, including a game down in Florida. I believe the owner of the company, Jason Zaleski, is down there on vacation right now covering that one. In a Florida boys high school basketball game, but mostly Wisconsin boys and girls high school basketball tonight. I believe there's DC Everest hosting Rhinelander. That's the other hockey matchup we have, along with Wisconsin Rapids at Spash here tonight. And plenty of hoops on the Zaleski networks. Columbus Catholic at Loyal, a good matchup there. Non-conference. Nope, pardon me, that's a conference matchup in the Clover Belt East between the defending Division 5 state champions, the Columbus Catholic Dons, and a pretty good upstart Loyal team. We've also got Pacelli and Tri-County in the Central Wisconsin South Conference. WIAA Fremont is at Amherst as the players taking the ice. And on the girls' side, we've got Marshfield at Eau Claire Memorial, Assumption at Stratford, as well as Marathon and Auburndale. In our Milwaukee area game of the night, Kettle Moraine at Mukwonago in boys basketball. Kettle Moraine, one of the better teams in the state in Division 1 for boys basketball. And we're ready for the draw here at center ice. Number 34, Daniel DeCleve for Mosinee, and number 7, Noah Doobie for Lakeland. DeCleve has got Zastro on his left wing, and number 46, Evan Karst on his right wing, the starting line for Mosinee. And of course, Mosinee defending the right side of the ice on your screen as you see it. As they switch ends, here's Zastro through center ice. The pass gets away from him as he's met by number 16, Justin Heleniak of Lakeland. Pass is found for Zastro right in front of the net, but he sends it too high over Cam Bernard. Bernard in the first period, they told us during the intermission, he made 10 saves on 13 shots. Aiden Karst for Mosinee stopped all 6. Lakeland looking to get it out of their defensive zone here. Again, it's Heleniak, number 16. And able to hold the line there was Hunter Fletcher. Shot sent wide by a Mosinee player and someone without a stick. It's Wanta for Lakeland as his stick is in the middle of the ice. He's got to play it just with his feet here and hope that one of his teammates can get it to him or they can clear. Back behind the net is Zastro. He finds DeCleve and another shot sent high. Turning around on the shot was Bars there, and hits a Lakeland defender. Mosinee maintaining possession, already up 3-0, looking to add on. Getting his stick back was Wanta, but a shot did get through there for Mosinee. And we've got a whistle here. Unsure what happened. It looks like the goal was loose again. So heavy pressure here from Mosinee to start the second period. The defensive duo for Mosinee here, Spencer Lemke, he's got a goal on the night, as well as Isaac Lewins, number 12 on the right defense. He tries to stop it at the blue line. He makes sure he does. And back around the net is Brent Olson for Lakeland. They can't get it out. Lemke with a shot, stopped by the blockers of Bernard. And we'll have another draw for Mosinee in their offensive zone. 3-0 to score already, and Mosinee looking to add on and getting some pretty good looks against Cam Bernard. On the draw for Mosinee here, number 19, Noah Zebro. He manages to win it against C.J. Smith. Smith is the leading point scorer for this Lakeland team. He gets out into the offensive zone. A shot on goal. Karst makes his 7th save of the night. And now Lakeland able to keep it in their offensive zone. C.J. Smith with a nice forecheck behind the net. Looking to center it perhaps. Keeps it on his own stick, and it's taken away by Mosinee and gets past Brent Olson and past the blue line. Olson through center ice himself. He'll take it in. The D-man behind the net now. He's set up well, looking for a teammate to pass it to. Feeds it to the point, and number 22, Landon Van Berkel, can't keep it in the offensive zone. Bernard comes out to play it, and they catch Mosinee on a change, but fumbled by Lawson Bain before they could take advantage. Bain looking to chip it in. His teammate has to come out, so he's not offside. That was Vazanko, number 2. And eventually Mosinee coming up with possession here. DeCleve finds Kuklinski on the breakout pass. It's taken off of his stick, and Wanta has his stick back finally after he lost it on that long time in the defensive zone. Looks like it was played with a high stick here by one of the Lakeland players, so the draw coming back down into the offensive end for Mosinee. It'll be DeCleve on the draw. I'm just trying to get a sense of these lines for Mosinee. You've got DeCleve in the center with Zastro on the left wing and Karst on the right wing. So this was the starting line. But the highest scoring line on the year so far has been Kiyonka, Bars, and Yurkovsky. And then I believe they have a third line as well. So a pretty deep team here for Mosinee for a Division II program. Able to have those 3 lines. You got one scoring line. You got your starting line with a little bit of size in DeCleve and Karst, as well as the third line with Zebro, and I'm struggling to remember his wingers right now. I'll try to make a point of that when they get back on the ice. Lakeland not able to clear. It's stopped by number 16, Justin Heleniak, before it got to the net. Trying to chip it through center was Cooper Johnson. He eventually maintains control. It's to the far boards, sent around by Brett Peterson for Lakeland, number 10. Outlet pass deflected. Nice job by Barry there to keep Mosinee from entering the offensive zone cleanly. And it'll be Brent Olson playing it behind his net. Karst keeping an eye on him. Evan Karst, the forward. Aiden, the goalie. And here comes Yurkovsky. He's got 2 helpers on the night. Turning, feeding Bars, and Bars not able to handle it cleanly as it kind of hopped up on his stick while it was still close to his body. Olsen looking for the clear. It's Felsted with a shot. It's blocked and sent to the far side boards. Lakeland able to clear the defensive zone, but it's right back in for Yurkovsky. Shot seen all the way by Bernard. Wraparound try from Kiyonka is stopped as well. It may have even hit the net. And the outlet, or the clearing attempt by Smith, does get out, but not able to be handled by Van Berkel. On the far side, it's Kiyonka 1-on-2. He stops and loses the puck. Was trying to cut back there. Pass goes from Olsen to Vizanko and chipped in by Van Berkel. Pass is picked off there by Smith, but he's got a teammate in the offensive zone. Would have been offsides. And he just chips one right towards Karst. Karst easily gloves it and starts the outlet for Mosinee. And offsides against the Indians here. We'll have a draw at center ice. A long stretch of uninterrupted play there as we're at 11:38 remaining in the second period. So 17-minute periods. That means the halfway point of the game is just about 3 minutes away. Mosinee on top 3-0. Lakeland doing a good job of withstanding that early Mosinee pressure here in the second period, not letting the lead extend, but Mosinee doing an equally good job of snuffing out anything Lakeland tries to get going on offense. Chipped in by Wanta. Wanta on the year, he's got 5 goals to lead the Mosinee squad. Shot tries to get through for Lawson Bain, but it's blocked by a Mosinee defender on the far side. It's Heleniak trying to keep the pressure on, and he does just that. Bain behind the net, gets by a Mosinee defender, feeds behind his back, and Smith will have to chase it down. But before he can get there, Backman plays it to the point. Here's Smith. He's got some space, drops it off. Shot is tipped on its way to the net. That was Colton Berry from the point, but Karst able to make a save off a deflection. In the corner, Olsen with a hit, and here comes Brent Olsen, one of the captains for this team. Puck trickles through. Noah Doobie not able to get off a clean shot, and it's cleared by Mosinee. This will be icing as it was over the head of Colton Berry. Perhaps the best offensive threat Lakeland has had tonight. Olsen was able to gain some space for himself in the slot there. A nice shot from the point from Berry. That was Wanta I was looking at on the score sheet. Wanta 6'3", as well as CJ Smith 6'1", two of the taller players for this Lakeland squad. Wanta's shot goes straight through the crease. Don't know if it even got on goal there. I don't think it was deflected by Karst. Mosinee able to play it out through center, and another icing as it was just outside the blue line for Cooper Zastro when he was looking to chip it in. See if Lakeland can cash in on this renewed pressure. On the draw, it'll be Lawson Bain, number 6, against Daniel DeCleve for Mosinee. DeCleve, one of the bigger players for Mosinee. I don't have heights listed for them. DeCleve, a senior. Strong senior class for this Mosinee squad, as these seniors made it to state when they were sophomores. Perhaps not all of them were on that varsity squad or contributing at the level they are now, and then they were just a game away a year ago as they fell to Tomahawk in the sectional final. Shot from Bain was deflected before it got to the net. Bernard loses his stick as his teammate came swooping through. Lakeland's got to get it out. They do. Bernard still not going for his stick, though. Knows it's not safe as long as Mosinee can quickly get into the zone. As it gets chipped around towards Bernard, he grabs it, and crisis averted there. Yurkovsky keeps the puck in the zone. Shot is gloved by Bernard, but it pops out of his glove. Good clear by Lakeland, but not able to be handled by number 4, Dominic Giranella. Yurkovsky looking to chip it through for Bars. It's deflected by a Lakeland defender, and we've got a penalty here coming against Lakeland. Mosinee does not pull the goalie. And there goes Karst to the bench. They'll look for the extra attacker, and Lakeland touches it before Karst could even get sat down. We'll have our first power play of the game coming up for Mosinee. See what the penalty is here. And who it's on for Lakeland. Looks like number 16, Justin Heleniak, has the penalty. And I should have brushed up on my official designations for penalties here by the officials. I believe that was a hooking call. It was hooking. All right, I'm 1 for 1. Lakeland with some shorthanded pressure here. And back the other way comes Mosinee on the power play. It's Kiyanka. His shot, bit of a roller, shoved aside by Bernard. Behind the net, the penalty kill for Lakeland, looking to clear it out. On the ice, you've got Noah Doobie, number 7, one of the forwards, along with CJ Smith, Brent Olsen, a defenseman, as well as Colton Berry, the other defenseman. So probably the top 4 players for this Lakeland team other than Wanta on the ice right now on the PK for Lakeland. Kiyanka's shot dribbles through. Bernard tried to get a swipe at it. Thankfully for him, it goes wide of the net. And a check there, resulting in another penalty. I believe we're going to have a 5-on-3 here, as another Lakeland player is going to head to the box. And, yep, it'll be Brent Olsen heading to the box, so we're going to have a brief 5-on-3. I did not see the time that the first power play started, but I just trying to judge by how it felt. I think we've got over a minute of 5-on-3 here. So on the ice for the Thunderbirds, you've got Doobie on the faceoff here, along with Wanta and number 13, Cooper Johnson. Johnson loses the faceoff, and Mosinee with a great chance here to add on. Number 24, Yurkovsky with the shot. Olsen sent off the ice for high sticking. Pass to the far side is shut down by Bernard. A nice save as they went from the right point down to Bernard's stick side. It was Yurkovsky feeding Bars. And the face-off here will be Lawson Bain against Kiyanka. So the top scoring line out there for Mosinee on the power play. Shot is taken by number 34, Daniel DeCleve, playing defenseman here on the power play, usually playing forward when Mosinee's at normal strength. Lakeland does get a clear. 32 seconds remaining on the initial penalty to Heleniak, and then another minute and a half of power play coming after that, or a minute coming for Mosinee, should they not be able to score. Kiyanka near the right dot, feeds over to DeCleve. DeCleve's shot goes wide past the stick of Bernard. Yurkovsky maintains control. DeCleve fires one in. It goes off the side of the net. And back on it is Lawson Bain. Can't maintain control. Feed goes to Kiyanka. Kiyanka's pass was deflected, and out of the box is Heleniak. It's 5-on-4. Kiyanka feeding the point. Here's Yurkovsky. Yurkovsky's shot stays on the ice and trickles through and cleared by Wanta. Aaron Wanta with the clear, and Lakeland's 35 seconds away from getting out of this power play, and then a 5-on-3 and then another power play. About 3 minutes of short-manned hockey here for the Thunderbirds. Can they complete the deal? Number 11 behind the net, Colton Berry. He gets a clear out past number 4, Hunter Fletcher for Mosinee. 13 seconds remaining on the penalty to Olsen. He's ready to come out of the box. Wanta back by his goalie. Sends it through center ice with no icing on the penalty. Wanta doesn't have to worry about a pass like that getting past the Mosinee player. Full strength for Lakeland, an impressive penalty kill for the Thunderbirds, and the pass just skips over the stick of Lawson Bain. Back behind the net is Bernard. He leaves it for a teammate. Up the boards and skipping through center ice. It's going to be an icing penalty. Certainly had a chance to be deflected by a Lakeland player or Mosinee, but somehow got through unscathed. On the year, the penalty kill for Lakeland, 84%. They've allowed 3 power play goals on 19 power plays against on the year, so now they've got 3 goals against on 20 power plays, 85% on the year for Lakeland. The power play percentage, as we'll put a fork in that for now, actually, as Lakeland's on the offensive end here. Olsen around the net, gives to Bain. Bain's got it in the high slot. Shot almost gets through. It's deflected, and we've got a penalty coming here. Or perhaps they were saying, yep, penalty against Mosinee, and I was mistaken. He's just going to the bench for a change. I think maybe it either got out of the no, it definitely didn't get out of the zone there. I think it was played with a high stick by a Lakeland player, so it'll go back out to center. Wanta fires it in from center ice. It goes wide of Karst, and nice job of keeping the puck in the zone with his body there by Dominic Gironella. And now 5-on-5. Lakeland's looked pretty good this period. Shot gets chipped through. Karst makes the initial save. A slap at it from another Lakeland player, and Karst eats that up. That was Sylvester Allen trying to slap it out of the air there. On the year, Mosinee on the power play with 9 power play goals on 44 chances coming into tonight's game. Now they're 9 for 45, and that works out to a nice and easy 20% on the power play. Puck is covered by Karst, and Lakeland able to get some pressure here in the second period. The only thing that's working against them right now in this period is that time is winding down in the second, and they're still down 3. CJ Smith on the draw against Daniel DeCleve. Draw is won by DeCleve, and it is cleared and tipped, so no icing for Mosinee. Not that it might have not even been a worry as Kuklinski was racing down there. Pass gets by number 13, Cooper Johnson. Controlled by Mosinee behind their own net. The forecheck from Johnson. Enough to get the puck back for Lakeland. It's turned over there on a pass there from the left point. Mosinee looking to settle down here a little bit more. It's turned over. Here's Noah Doobie, one-on-one. He's got Lemke pressuring him. He goes backhand, and he scores! Noah Doobie breaks the shutout for Karst. He scores on the backhand off a turnover from Mosinee. Believe it'll be an unassisted goal for Noah Doobie on the backhand, beating Aiden Karst for the first Thunderbird goal of the night. 3-1 our score, and that's exactly what Lakeland needed. They've played really well this entire second period, whether it's the 5-on-5 pressure or able to withstand those power plays, including a minute of 5-on-3, maybe a minute 15. And it's 3-1 as Mosinee looks to enter the offensive zone. Olsen picks it out of the air and plays it to his stick. It's one-on-one, but he can't quite get it to his stick cleanly.
Lakeland goal unassisted, scored by number 7, Noah Doobie.
Fed to the point. Here's Lawson Bain. Keeps it in. Bain shot right on goal, and Karst eats it up. On the season, I don't have Doobie listed as any of the players with multiple goals for Lakeland, so that was either his first or his second of the year. He's got 2 assists on the year. And we've got another penalty coming here. I see 2 minutes on the board. It'll be against Mosinee. I see a captain logo there. I believe it's Elliot Yurkovsky. So now a power play for Lakeland off their first goal of the night.
Mosinee penalty number 24, Elliot Yurkovsky. 2 minutes for roughing.
2 minutes for roughing against Yurkovsky. Behind the net, unable to find it, Giranella. He eventually locates the puck, and his pass clears the zone as it skips over Wanta's stick. Not the way they wanted to start this power play, but Lakeland still firmly in possession of the puck. They'll have to enter the offensive zone again and get set up, though. Seeing what they can do on the break here. Here's Van Berkel. Van Berkel sends one in. Karst deflects it towards the end boards. Van Berkel feeds the point. Smith does a good job of keeping the zone, but he lost control of his balance. Van Berkel's pass for Smith goes right by him. It's a breakaway. Tyler Bars. Tyler Bars in against Bernard. No goal. They wave it off as the moorings of the net were taken off seemingly simultaneously as the shot came in. So I believe they're going to say that the goal didn't count as the net came off. As Bars went to the backhand there, Bernard stuck one of his skates into the net and it came off its moorings. Third time tonight that the net has come off the moorings tonight for Bernard. A little bit of confusion as Lakeland only had 4 players on the ice. I think that was just a mental lapse as nobody was in the box, and clearly nobody was getting penalized for that pass play. So yeah, it's still 5-on-4. Lakeland with about a minute of power play remaining, but that shorthanded chance for Tyler Bars, the closest anybody has come to scoring on this power play. We're under 3 minutes to go in the second period. 3-1 in favor of Mosinee. Shot from the point for Olsen gets through, but it's saved by Karst. And a wraparound try for Johnson goes high. Olsen maintaining the point. He feeds Johnson on the right dot. Back up to Olsen. They'll play catch with it as Johnson has it again. He shoots from a sharp angle, and it's tipped up into the netting, but that was by the goalie, Aiden Karst. 30 seconds remaining, or more accurately 29, on the penalty to Yurkovsky. On the year, the power play for Lakeland, if I can find it quickly here. They've got 1 power play goal on 17 chances, so just 6% on the year. You can get the Mosinee penalty kill stats here at the next face-off. Shot deflected off the stick of C.J. Smith there. It's Felstad retrieving it. He chips it off the boards, kept in by the foot of number 2, Joe Vazanko. Behind the net, it's Falstad again. And Wanta beaten out of the zone by Bars. Bars and Kiyanka offsides, however, as Yurkovsky gets off the bench there. So now 1 for 18 on the year for Lakeland on the power play. Meanwhile, Mosinee on the penalty kill, 80% on the year. They have allowed 12 goals on 60 penalty kills, so a perfect 80%. They're 20% on the power play, and they're 80% on the penalty kill. Nice even numbers for the Mosinee special teams stats. Kiyanka booted from the face-off circle. Bars took his place and won it. Sent into the Lakeland zone. This has been a Lakeland-heavy second period and lots of free-flowing action. We haven't had many stoppages in play as the second period has seemingly flown by. 90 seconds remaining. Mosinee maintaining the edge, but it's a 2-goal lead instead of 3. 3-1. And finding a puck out in front was Yurkovsky. It was a loose puck that just was not cleared properly by Lakeland. Chasing it into the far corner, Doobie. He's the goal scorer for the Thunderbirds. Fed to Kiyanka. Too sharp of an ankle for Kiyanka to capitalize on that nice pass. And for the 4th time tonight, the goal is off the moorings for Cam Bernard. Bernard, the only goalie on this Lakeland roster, and whether intentionally or unintentionally, I'm not going to accuse him of taking the goal off its moorings on purpose, although I'm sure some more Mosinee fans think that here tonight. He's had some fortunate breaks as we've had plenty of stoppages for goal malfunctions here. 68 seconds remaining in the second period. 3-1 the score. Noah Doobie for Lakeland. The only goal here in the middle frame. Keeping it in was Ben Backman. Back behind his own net is Lawson Bain. Brent Olson looking to break out, and we've got a potential 3-on-2 here for Lakeland. Olson has got Van Berkel with him. Van Berkel, the shot saved by Karst, kept in by number 11. And Colton Berry's shot is eaten up by Aiden Karst. And Karst, despite giving up his first goal of the night here in the second period, he has played outstanding because Lakeland has had plenty of chances on net. We'll get the save totals as we head to the second intermission commercial, and I'll get those to you in the second intermission recap. Karst has played very well, even if he's not going to have a clean sheet here tonight. Under 45 seconds to go. Olsen feeds it to Johnson. Johnson looking for a teammate down in front. It was number 4, Dominic Giranella. Couldn't find it on the backhand. And then it was Johnson trying to stuff it in with his own forehand. Another save for Karst. Another offensive zone face-off. It'll be Doobie against DeCleve. DeCleve wins it. He's been solid on the dot tonight. But Lakeland maintains that forecheck. 30 seconds to go. They can't get the clear. Here's Doobie. Doobie fires. It gets through to Karst, but right into his chest. Karst doing a nice job of positioning himself here tonight. He hasn't made many glove saves or blocker saves. It's seemingly going right into the center of his Mosinee jersey. Mosinee's got those white jerseys with the University of Minnesota inspired M in purple, though, not maroon and gold. Lakeland in their black and gold uniforms here tonight. Zastro unable to get his shot through. 10 seconds to go here in the second period. Sent to the far side boards. Van Berkel against Lewins. And a nice hit there from Lemke, or pardon me, that was Karst against number 11, Colton Berry, getting squished on the far side boards. The buzzer sounds, and the second period is over. Noah Doobie puts one on the board for Lakeland. So 3-1. I was just listening there, sorry, for the save totals. 11 saves for Cam Bernard. No goals allowed for him in that period. He's got 21 or pardon me, I've got the first. He had 10 in the first period, so 21 total on 24 shots on goal. So that's about 7 out of every 8, 87% for him. And then in that period, Aiden Karst making 13 saves on 14 shots. So he's allowed 1 goal on 20 shots on goal, 95% on the night for Karst. He's done a great job. 3-1 our score. We will head to a little bit of a break here on Zaleski Sports. Please stay tuned. We'll be back with the second intermission recap.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
For more than 30 years, Seifert Electric has been providing electrical and thermal imaging for residential, commercial, and industrial customers. This family-owned and operated company knows the importance of communication between the electrician and their customers, with a focus towards efficient and quality service. From simple electrical needs, like light fixtures and circuit adjustments, to wiring new construction building sites, you can put your trust in Seifert Electric. Serving all of central and northern Wisconsin, look to Seifert Electric for all your electrical and thermal imaging needs.
The biggest name in streaming and the biggest name in Wisconsin high school sports broadcasting are now in the same place. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today for easy viewing of your favorite high school sports. Find games by season, sport, or school, then sit back and enjoy. Download the Zaleski Sports app on Roku today.
At Ridgetop, we are your trusted, local, affordable exterior renovations expert. Isn't that right, Bo?
Exactly, especially when we are working on someone's biggest investment.
Can you give us an example, Bo?
Well, there was this house. We replaced the roofing, siding, and windows. Then, they left a 5-star review.
One of our thousands of 5-star reviews?
Exactly.
For your free, no obligation estimate, call us today or go to ridgetopexteriors.com.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Welcome back here on Zaleski Sports. At the second intermission, our score, Mosinee 3, Lakeland 1. Lakeland doing a great job in that second period of getting their first goal of the game, but really outstanding pressure throughout the period for Lakeland as they had the better of the offensive control in the middle frame. Noah Doobie with an unassisted goal. He converted off a turnover by number 12, Isaac Lewins of Mosinee, for the first goal of the night for the Thunderbirds. He beating Aiden Karst, but Karst, I would say, was the MVP of that period for Mosinee and perhaps for the entire night. Aiden Karst allowing just 1 goal on 20 shots thus far, 95% save percentage in that period. Cam Bernard for the Thunderbirds had a little bit of work for himself. He was 11 for 11 as he gave up 3 goals on 13 shots in the first period, able to get into a bit of a better rhythm here, the junior goalie for the Thunderbirds. The goal for Doobie, his first of the night, and either his first or second of the year, as Lakeland pulls within 2. Of course, we saw our first special teams of the night. It was first a penalty against Justin Heleniak for hooking that put Mosinee up a man, and then Brent Olson went to the bench at the same time for about a minute and 20 seconds, I would say, for a high sticking penalty. So a minute and 20 seconds of 5-on-3 hockey. Mosinee not able to convert on that the initial power play for Heleniak. That went for about 40 seconds. Then they had 80 seconds of 5-on-3 play, not able to convert on that. And then another half minute with just Olsen in the box. they couldn't score on that power play either. I think officially probably that only gets scored as an 0 for 2 on the power play tonight, not 0 for 3. But a nice job by the Lakeland penalty kill as they were down a man or two at a time. They were able to withstand that. Then they got a power play of their own, not able to convert as it was Yurkovsky with the penalty for Mosinee. But eventually scoring 5-on-5 was Noah Doobie for the first marker of the night for the Thunderbirds. Noah Doobie, a junior, 5'11", 170-pound forward for this Lakeland team. Lakeland with only 5 seniors on the roster, and we've seen, 6 or 7, but a lot of sophomores and juniors and 1 freshman on the roster for this Lakeland team. But certainly they will be feeling the effects of graduation next year as Giranella, Johnson, Olson, Wanta, and CJ Smith, all seniors. Meanwhile, for Mosinee, they've got a strong senior class as well. Their goalie, Aiden Karst, as well as their backup goalie, Andrew Lingle, who has had a nice season himself, along with DeCleve, Yurkovsky, Kiyanka, and Zastro, all seniors. So Tyler Bars will be without his 2 line mates next season as he's just a junior. Yurkovsky and Kiyanka are going to graduate. Getting ready for the third period here. We'll see if Lakeland will be able to maintain their offensive pressure or if Mosinee will play more like they did in the first period in the final frame. On the year, Lakeland had been outscored 6-3 in the second period, whereas traditionally Mosinee, that's their worst period on the season. Coming into tonight, Mosinee in first periods outscored their opponents 15-6. And then the third period outscored their opponents 20-11. In the second period, 17-15. So Mosinee tends to give up goals in that second period, and that's what happened here tonight. We'll see if they shut down Lakeland's offense in the third. Just about 5 minutes remaining here in the second intermission. Tonight's game brought to you by Seifert Electric. Seifert Electric services the Mosinee and Wausau areas with the best in residential, commercial, and industrial electrical services. From simple jobs to new construction and thermal imaging projects to identify electrical problems, look to Seifert Electric for all your electrical needs. Tonight's game also brought to you by Dahl Automotive. For your next new vehicle purchase, check out Dahl Honda and Dahl Chrysler in Stevens Point. With these 2 dealerships, you're sure to find just the vehicle you're looking for. Browse their selection online or just stop in person and see for yourself at Dahl Honda just off Stanley Street and at Dahl Chrysler on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point. Tonight's game also brought to you by All Roads Real Estate in Mosinee. All Roads Real Estate in Mosinee brings you a great blend of experience and knowledge with local realtors who support this community, schools, and programs. For buying, selling, renting, or commercial, let All Roads Real Estate lead you home. And finally, tonight's game brought to you by Charlie's Hardware. From home projects, home repair, to sporting goods, rental services, and automotives, no matter what you need, turn to Charlie's Hardware of Mosinee to get the job done. Leave it to Charlie's Hardware because you got work to do. And that'll be it for our second period recap here on Zaleski Sports. We'll head to another break and come back with the third period after this break.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
ZaleskiSports.com has leveled up. Go to ZaleskiSports.com and choose your favorite schools for easy navigation. From the homepage, choose your school to see team records, upcoming schedules, and past results. Use the video icon to launch the next broadcast. Use the arrow icon to watch any previous broadcasts. See the full weekly schedule too. Level up at ZaleskiSports.com.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Welcome back on Zaleski Sports. Tonight's game brought to you by Wiggly Field and Dome. Wiggly Field on Schofield Avenue in Weston is the perfect place to find great food and cold drinks for the whole family or for the team after a big win. Sign up for volleyball leagues or stop by for lunch or dinner at Wiggly Field and Dome. That's Wiggly Field in Weston. Tonight's game also brought to you by Rural Mutual. The next time you shop insurance, call Brad Krecklau and Ian Pierce, your full-service rural mutual insurance agents in Marshfield. Call 715-384-2826 today. TRW Auto Body in Mosinee offers top-quality collision repair. They'll have your vehicle back the way it was quickly and efficiently while also offering 24-hour towing and courtesy loaner vehicles and a lifetime warranty on their work. That's TRW Auto Body in Mosinee, your friendly fender bender mender. Waiting for the teams to take the ice here as we got 90 seconds left in the second intermission. Mosinee making their way to the bench. 3-1 our score. Mosinee with 3 tallies in the first period. They got out with 2 quick ones in succession from Matei Kianka and Tyler Bars, and then Lakeland shut them down for the rest of that period before eventually letting in a goal from Spencer Lemke that made it 3-0. Lemke with a rebound chance off a shot from Cooper Zastro, making it 3-0 in favor of the Indians. But then in the second period, Lakeland found their footing, able to convert on a turnover. Noah Doobie putting in the back of the net for the first goal of the night for the Thunderbirds, and that's how we got to our 3-1 score. See what kind of third period we're in for. Typically, Mosinee a better third period team than they are a second period team, whereas Lakeland typically also faring a little bit better in the third period on the year. Lakeland outscoring opponents 10-5 in the third period, and they're going to need multiple goals here tonight if they're going to want to send this one to overtime or even pull ahead. Lakeland yet to take their bench. We're under 10 seconds remaining in intermission. Perhaps they had the wrong clock given to them as the buzzer sounds. Mosinee ready to go. They need an opposition, though. And out of the ice for Mosinee, the same starting 6, perhaps. Although, no, I see Kianka and Yurkovsky, so it won't be the same 6 that started the first and second periods for the Indians. We've got Yurkovsky, Bars, and Kianka, the forwards, along with Ben Backman, a starting defenseman, and Hunter Fletcher, the other starting defenseman. And, of course, Aiden Karst still in goal, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, number 50 still in goal. And for Lakeland, we've got the only goalie on the roster, Cam Bernard, still between the pipes. On the face-off here for Lakeland, number 7, Noah Doobie, the goal scorer. Cooper Johnson on his left wing, CJ Smith on his right wing, and the defenseman pairing of Colton Berry and Brent Olson. Pass gets away from Kianka and heads to the far boards. Outlet pass from Smith misses Olson, so Mosinee regains control. Here's Kianka giving it up to Yurkovsky. Yurkovsky to Bars, and Bars sends it wide as the puck was chipped to him, and I don't think it was on its flat surface as it got to Bars. Shot gets through. Olson tried to, I think, palm that out of the air. Into the corner goes Cooper Johnson. Pardon me, that's Colton Berry. Number 11 versus number 13 there. Noah Doobie with a hit in the corner against Bars and played back behind the net. For Lakeland, they have control as they bring it through center. It's turning it over there, Colton Berry, and eventually chipped into the offensive zone. Here's CJ Smith, fires one in. Karst gets a piece of it with his glove. It was headed wide anyways. And Mosinee making the save there. Possession retained for Lakeland, but it gets out of the offensive zone. Wanta just fires it in, and tracking it down is Lawson Bain. He fed it to the front of the net. No teammates there for him, and Mosinee able to ease off the pressure. Stretch pass is tipped by Zastro. Bernard plays it away from him. Bain chips it, not quite out. Second effort gets past the blue line. In center ice, here's Kuklinski. Kuklinski with the left-handed shot. It's blocked by Wanta. And playing it out, and no icing called as it heads off the boards and slows down. That was number 4, Dominic Gironella, with the clear. Olsen whiffs on a attempt of his own there at center ice. Here's Lewins. Lewins' turnover resulted in the Doobie goal. He'll be looking to make up for that here in the third period. On the far side, played around for Olsen by his defenseman pairing Colton Berry. And here's Johnson at center ice. The left wing plays it for his center, Doobie. Nice work there by Johnson. And they gain the offensive zone. Behind the net, Karst plays it to a defenseman. It's Falstead. And it trickles through to Karst, but right at his skates. No shot there. Just a loose puck that Karst gloves for an offensive zone faceoff for the Thunderbirds coming up here. Tonight's game brought to you by Sherrill Tire and Auto Services. The Sherrill Tire and Auto Service Winter Wonders Coloring Contest is how kids 10 and under could win up to $500 for your school and a gift card for you. Get the details and submit your entry at SherrillTireColoringContest.com. That's SCHIERL coloringcontest.com. Lakeland still with possession here. It gets cleared, but bringing it in is Wanta, and offsides as Wanta had a teammate still in the offensive zone before he skated in there. Tonight's game also brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the ice, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. From roofing projects to siding, windows, and doors, Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com and score big with trusted, local, affordable service. Outlet pass to Bars gets by, and we'll have icing and another faceoff coming in the offensive zone for Lakeland. So Mosinee just getting a little bit less crisp with their passes here in periods 2 and 3. They were really clicking in the first, and Lakeland certainly stepping their game up from the first, in which they were struggling to maintain any sort of offensive pressure. They've done a nice job here in periods 2 and the beginning of period 3. We're just about 3.5 minutes in, and we've got a slashing penalty, I believe, against Lakeland. And I was clearly not paying close enough attention. It'll go against Mosinee. Spencer Lemke, one of the goal scorers for Mosinee tonight, headed to the box, the junior defenseman. Another power play here coming for Lakeland. They're 0 for 1 on the night. They're only 1 for 18 on the season. They came into tonight 1 for 17, good for just 6%. 1 for 18 drops them to, I guess, about 5.5% on the year. Puck cleared, but not out. Holding the zone is CJ Smith. He gives it to number 2, Joe Vazanko, and behind the net they play. Here's Lawson Bain. He goes to the point. Wanta takes a shot. It gets through to Karst, and Karst makes the save. Again, Karst just eating it up with the middle of his body, not going for any sort of flashy glove saves or stick saves. Just absorbing it into his padding. Wanta gets the shot on net there. He remains on the ice, as does Smith. But a trio of new forwards here, including Doobie on the faceoff. He wins it and will head behind the net. He feeds to the slot, and it gets through. A heartbreaker there for Lakeland. That would have been a prime chance, but the pass just a little bit too hot for Landon Van Berkel in the slot there. And now stumbling was Wanta behind the net. Lakeland does get it into the offensive zone. Holding at the line was Van Berkel. It's Smith with the puck. He leaves it and turns it over, and a clear for Mosinee as we are 50 seconds into the Lemke penalty. Bernard leaves it for Barry behind the net, and Barry will take it out of his own defensive zone. It's chipped off his stick, and we're going to have another penalty against Mosinee here. This is going to go against Yurkovsky, his second penalty of the night, and another 5-on-3 in this game, but this time it'll be for Lakeland. Mosinee was not able to convert on about 1 minute and 20 seconds of 5-on-3 in the second period. Lakeland will have 5-on-3 for 57 seconds here. The 3 on the ice for Mosinee, Tyler Bars, along with Hunter Fletcher and Daniel DeCleve. It was Bars on the faceoff. We had a whistle. It wasn't from our official on the faceoff as he calls for a redo. And DeCleve wins it for Mosinee, but Lakeland with possession. Here's Lawson Bain. Bain fires. It gets through in the slot and scored! Lakeland taps it home. It's the captain, Brent Olson, on the rebound, and we've got a 3-2 game. Lakeland taking advantage of the 5-on-3 opportunity. They will now just have a regular power play as Yurkovsky is still on the bench. Lemke is allowed to come out of the penalty box. It's 3-2. Great job by Olson from his knees in the slot with the backhand rebound chance, putting it in to pull Lakeland within 1. Doobie not able to win the faceoff there against DeCleve. 5-on-4 for the next minute and 40 seconds. Pass is tipped into the offensive zone by Doobie, and they're going to call that. They're going to call that an icing. It was tipped into the offensive zone by Doobie, but from too far out. He wasn't quite over the center line. So now an offensive zone face-off for Mosinee, shorthanded. Daniel DeCleve on the dot here against Landon Van Berkel. And, pardon me, it'll be Noah Doobie as he's called to the circle by the official. And back behind the net, Aaron Wanta. I believe I've been saying Anthony a lot tonight. Aaron, the first name. Shot gets through to Bernard. He has to steer it towards the end boards, because that was just a slapper from beyond the blue line for Mosinee. Puck is chipped into the offensive zone for Lakeland, but no solid possession there for the Thunderbirds as it comes back the other way. C.J. Smith maintaining control for Lakeland. He'll cross his own blue line, the red line, and try to feed it in. He's got teammates offsides. They got to get back. And cleared for Mosinee. Under a minute to go in the Yurkovsky penalty. Lakeland scoring with the 5-on-3 chance. They have yet to score in a 5-on-4 scenario here tonight. Their first goal was at even strength back in the second period. The goal for Brent Olson, making it a 1-goal game. I did not hear who the assists were from. I should have been listening. And as Tyler Bars goes down, that's going to be a penalty against the Thunderbirds. We'll have a 32 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey here before Yurkovsky gets back on the ice. And then we'll have about a minute and a half of power play for Mosinee. Four-on-4 hockey here. On the ice for Mosinee, Kiyonka, Bars, Fletcher, and Falstead. On the face-off, it's Bain for Lakeland. He wins it, tries to clear. It sticks in the offensive zone for Mosinee, but the puck goes right to Wanta, and Wanta plays for Olson. Olson, the most recent goal scorer, bringing this into a 1-goal game. Olson and Gironella trying to chip it into the offensive zone. They do, but no possession there. Gironella maintains control at the blue line, but a pass for Mosinee trickles out. 5 seconds left in the Yurkovsky penalty, and he's back on the ice. Cam Bernard plays to his defenseman, and we've got a minute and 24 of power play here for Mosinee. Their power play will begin with a clear from Lakeland, though. Yurkovsky, fresh out of the penalty box, plays for Bars. He's onside, drops to Kiyonka. Kiyonka on the near side boards, gives to Yurkovsky. Yurkovsky's shot tipped before it even gets to the halfway to the net, and it cycles back to Yurkovsky at the point. Shot from DeCleve, saved by Bernard with the blocker. Shot gets through to Bernard again. He makes the save. Wraparound chance denied. Cam Bernard doing an outstanding job here on this early in this power play. 45 seconds remaining. Kianka circling with the left-handed stick. He gives it up to Yurkovsky. Another left-handed shot. Score! Elliot Yurkovsky makes the lead 2 again for the Mosinee Indians. And that's a backbreaker for the momentum of the Lakeland Thunderbirds. You see Tyler Bars doing the flapping of his wings there, perhaps mocking Thunderbirds a little bit in the goal celebration. Yurkovsky with his first goal of the night. He has 2 assists. Now 3 points on the night for Yurkovsky, along with 4 penalty minutes. He's been a busy skater here in this one. DeCleve again wins the faceoff. It's 4-2.
Assist number 6, Tyler Bars, and number 11, Mark Kianka.
It's the usual 3 for Mosinee, as it was on the first goal of the night. First goal of the night, it was Kianka from Yurkovsky and Bars. And the most recent goal from Mosinee, it's Yurkovsky from Kianka and Bars. Bars has a goal of his own as well, along with Spencer Lemke, the 4th goal for Mosinee on the night. Their first goal since the first period, and Lakeland had all the momentum before they found themselves on that penalty kill. They had been clean on the PK tonight, even managed to stave off a 5-on-3 at one point, but they give up the goal there to Yurkovsky. A nice shot from the point. Gets by Bernard. 4-2 our score. See a mouth guard down on the ice. I believe it was lost by Lemke. Wanta back the other way, plays it to his D-man pairing. Heleniak, and Wanta back again with control of the puck, just looking to successfully get it out of his own zone. Nice outlet pass, gets to Van Berkel, but Van Berkel stripped of the puck by Isaac Lewens. Lewens loses it to Smith, but then Smith loses it as a check comes from number 19, Noah Zebro. Back the other way come the Mosinee Indians. Zebro chips it in, and he'll head off for a change. 8 minutes to go. A 2-goal lead for Mosinee. Lakeland pulled within 1 on the goal by Brent Olson on a 5-on-3 power play, but then a power play goal 5-on-4 for Elliot Yurkovsky stretched the lead back out to 2. Noah Doobie was the first goal scorer tonight. He's got possession of the puck in the corner. Looking for some help from Gironella. Dominic Gironella makes a man fall and gets by another man. Does lose control of the puck, though, as he was trying to find a teammate. Held onto the puck for a little bit too long. Kianka trying to move around a defender. Gets it stripped off his stick. He still has possession. 17 remaining in the game. Noah Doobie back the other way. Chips it in as Lakeland looking to gain possession in the offensive zone. We got a 2-on-1 here with Johnson. Johnson right in front of the net, and Johnson scores! Great feed from Joe Vizanko. Mosinee caught napping on the defensive end. Vizanko with the backhanded pass, and Johnson puts it away. We've got a 4-3 game with 7:01 remaining, and Lakeland just like that back into this one. It felt like the Mosinee momentum was going to be a little bit too much to overcome, but Lakeland back into this one, 4-3. Cooper Johnson, the senior, with the feed from Joe Vizanko, his junior teammate, and another 5-on-5 goal for the Thunderbirds.
Lakeland goal scored by number 15, Cooper Johnson. Assist by number 2, Joel Vizanko. Johnson from Vizanko.
Just the 1 assist from Vizanko on that one. As I do not remember who had the assist on the Olsen goal. Olsen had a rebound chance, and I can't remember who the initial shot was by. So I'll have to just let that one go for now, as in the defensive zone, Lakeland gets it out. Here's C.J. Smith at center ice. He's got Barry with him, and along with Van Berkel, but they're going to be offside entering the offensive zone. We'll have a center ice face-off here. An exciting third period here. 3-1 coming into the third period. You get the goal from Olsen on the 5-on-3 power play to cut it to 1. Then Mosinee responds with power play goal before another even strength goal for Lakeland off the stick of Cooper Johnson. Makes it a 4-3 game. Icing there against Mosinee, and we'll come back down. Giranella and Van Berkel could have set something up there, but a bit of miscommunication behind the net. Big hit from Van Berkel on a man perhaps 6 inches taller than him. Van Berkel just standing at 5'7". He sent Backman to the ice. No icing as Giranella just plays that one in, so the Thunderbirds can get a change. Stretch pass to number 33, Brandon Rasmussen for Mosinee. Backman feeds to Yurkovsky. Yurkovsky with the third period goal for Mosinee, which is the game winner if the game were to end right now. Here's a glove for Bernard. Kianka's shot goes above the net off the end glass. Approaching 5 minutes to go here. Lakeland needs one more to tie things up. Doobie met by Hunter Fletcher, a sophomore defenseman who started the game for Mosinee. Officially at 5 minutes to go. Yurkovsky takes the pass from Bernard. It gets out of the zone. Mosinee has to chip it in and get back on side. Stretch pass attempt by Olsen misses everybody, and that'll be icing against the Thunderbirds. 4:45 to go. Mosinee clinging to the 1-goal lead. Big face-off here for them in the offensive zone. Daniel DeCleve has been really great on the face-off dot tonight. He's got Karst with him as well as Zastro. This was the starting line for Mosinee. Shot gets deflected. Karst picks it up. Taken off of his stick by Giranella. Giranella tries to thread it through for Wanta, and eventually it'll come out of the Lakeland offensive zone before being chipped back in. Lakeland looking to apply pressure, and CJ Smith does just that. Lewins nearly turning it over. Giranella not quite able to take it away off of Lewin's stick, and back come the Indians. Karst feeds Zastro. Zastro's shot deflected by a Lakeland defender, and Ben Bernard does not have to make the play. Falling down was Giranella, and the feed from Falstedt to Zastro. He danced around a defender, maybe went through the legs of Barry there. Shot is deflected into the corner by Bernard. Good save from the junior netminder. Lakeland gets a change. We're under 4 minutes to go. See if or when head coach Jake Suter decides to pull his goalie. Here's Bars on a breakaway. Bars against Bernard. Bars dances around, hits the side of the net. Great job by Bernard of staying down there. And Bars waited a little bit too long to take advantage. That's the kind of play Lakeland can't afford, though. Bars able to put those kinds of chances away as the shot goes straight into the glove of Bernard. 3:12 remaining. And another offensive zone faceoff for Mosinee here. Despite giving up 4 goals tonight, Cam Bernard has played very well in the net for Lakeland. To say nothing of what his opposing goalie has done, Aiden Karst has been great for Mosinee. The 2 of his goals he's given up have been on a turnover as well as a rebound chance. Karst. So he's been solid when he hasn't had to deal with that second shot or a turnover by his teammates. CJ Smith at center ice. He's got Van Berkel with him. 2-on-3, tries to thread it through for Van Berkel. Shot gets into Karst. Shot on the backside, and Karst sprawls for the save. Puck still alive. CJ Smith's shot fluttered through, and Karst got a piece of it before the chaos ensued on the second opportunity there. Feed goes all the way down into Bernard. He gives it up for Barry, and Johnson, with the most recent goal, plays it into the offensive zone for Lakeland. Bars in transition. This time Lakeland does a much better job of getting back as Kianka was trying to spring Bars for another breakaway. Barry goes across the ice to Sylvester Allen. And we're at 2 minutes to go. Lakeland needs one to tie it up and send this game to overtime. Sylvester Allen not able to maintain control. Back goes Lewins, and if you're Mosinee here, you just need to play out the clock. Bars loses it. He's got Kiyanka with him. And here comes Yurkovsky. Good forecheck from Yurkovsky to waste some more time here for the Indians. And he's tied up with Lawson Bain. Looking for a penalty was Yurkovsky. He's not going to get the call. Chipped in from Sylvester Allen and gloved by Karst, Aiden Karst. Not going to risk it, even though Lakeland didn't have much pressure there. For Coach Keith Kuklinski, trying to close this one out for Mosinee, 4-3, as a timeout is called, I believe, by Lakeland's Jake Suter. So 85 seconds left for Lakeland to tie things up. Tonight's game brought to you by Foundation Finance. Start a job making the money you need with flexible scheduling, a close-knit, fun-loving group, and full-time benefits that start day one. Learn more at foundationfinance.com. Tonight's game also brought to you by Express Employment. Get help finding your next career at Express Employment Professionals with locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, and Marshfield. Learn more at expresspros.com. That's expresspros.com. Mammoth Mortgage is your local, transparent, fun, and passionate mortgage pro, providing opportunities for low rates, hassle-free mortgages for buying or refinancing a home throughout Wisconsin. For all your mortgage needs, look to Mammoth Mortgage. Not too hot and not too cold, turn to Four Seasons Heating and Cooling in Cronenwetter for all of your AC and heating needs. Commercial or residential, for new units or repairs, call Four Seasons Heating and Cooling in Cronenwetter. Tonight's game brought to you by Backus Family Chiropractic in Rothschild. They provide personalized chiropractic care no matter what issue your body is battling, from migraines and anxiety to stress or a wide variety of youth issues. Let Backus Family Chiropractic give you the life you deserve. As both teams break the huddle, we got 85 seconds remaining. And the extra attacker on for the Thunderbirds as Cam Bernard pulled from the goal. It'll be CJ Smith needing to win the faceoff. It does come to a Lakeland player. Brent Olson feeds it over to Wanta. Aaron Wanta with a shot deflected by a skate. I think it was Lawson Bain. And now Mosinee with a chance on the empty net. They get it out to center and controlled by Wanta, getting back with 70 seconds to go. Wanta's pass is chipped by Van Berkel. Karst is going to play to a teammate. Gives it up to Lewins. Holding the line was Olson as we got 1 minute remaining. Still nobody in the net for Lakeland as they've got 6 on the ice in the attacking zone. Doobie in the corner trying to get free of Kiyanka. Kiyanka chips it out, and Bars will have a chance to get it in the empty net. Wanta with a hit. Behind the net it goes. Bars has possession, but another Lakeland defender tripping up Bars there, and even with Bernard not in the net comes off its moorings once more. He'll head back into the net for a 5-on-5 faceoff here. From full bathrooms to kitchen remodels and new construction, Varney Brothers Kitchen and Bath is your local important rooms in your home. Start your path to a beautiful new bathroom or kitchen with Varney Brothers Kitchen and Bath. 37.1 to go. Clean faceoff win for Lakeland. Doobie chips it in. It's not going to go far enough for icing. They wave it off. And Lewins gets it to Yurkovsky on the other side of the end boards. They clear the zone, and Bernard again to the bench. The extra attacker on for Lakeland. They chip it in, and they're losing precious seconds. And it's chipped out off the end boards and just wide. That was Yurkovsky all the way from the opposite dot. Icing called. One more chance coming here for Lakeland. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. It'll be CJ Smith on the dot, along with Van Berkel and Johnson, the forwards, Wanta, Gironella, and Olson, defensemen here for Lakeland. They do not win the draw It goes back to Kianka. He's just going to hold and waste time. 5 seconds remaining. Lakeland needs to get it out in front of their net, and it's held along the end boards. Van Berkel's shot not in time. Karst makes the save anyways, and Mosinee holds on for a 4-3 win in tonight's Great Northern Conference matchup. Plenty of scoring in the third period as Mosinee gets 1. Lakeland gets 2.
He had 7 for a 2-period total of 28.
Bernard.
He had 7 for a 2-period total of 26.
Bernard saves 7 shots on 8. 7 shots out of 8. And then Karst saved 7 out of 9 in that third period, meaning Karst was 27 for 29. That's not right. 27 for 29 on the night. I'll need to fix that. Or 26 for 29. My bad. And Bernard, 28 for 32 on the night as he saved 7 out of every 8 shots. All right, that 4-3 win for the Mosinee Indians. We will have an interview with head coach Keith Kuklinski and a player of his choosing after this break. Stay tuned for the Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest and apply at merrillsteel.com.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
So the reason I chose it, he got his first ever varsity goal.
Gotcha.
So
I'll go
if you want to bring that up.
Yeah, I will. I will for sure. Welcome back on Zaleski Sports. My name is Gunnar Zipper, joined by head coach Keith Kuklinski of Mosinee, hanging on for a 4-3 win here tonight. Coach, you get up early, 3-0 in the first period, and then Lakeland showed a lot of resilience before you guys were able to hold on in the end. What were you saying to your guys in the second intermission when Lakeland had the better of the play in the second period?
Yeah, you're exactly right. We played a great first period, and we kind of went into coasting mode in the second period and let them back in the game. I just told them we just got to find a way to get things, pucks deep, keep our pace going, not their pace, but we got to give them credit. They came out and, they fought back hard.
And then the special teams playing a big role for you guys in the third period. You guys were able to get that power play goal from Yurkovsky, as well as the 5-on-3s you had to deal with on the defensive end and offensive end. What have you seen from your team lately in terms of power play and penalty kill that you've liked or not liked?
Well, there's been a lot that I don't like. We haven't been scoring nearly as much as we should on our power play, so that's something we'll be working on moving forward. But we got a big goal out in the power play when we needed it tonight, so that's a good start in the right direction.
Yeah, and then a big night for your goalie, Aiden Karst, even in a 4-3 matchup, kind of relatively high scoring. He did an outstanding job. What's it been like having him back there this year?
Yeah, he's a senior goalie. He's really worked hard over the off season, and he currently works hard in the regular season practices. So yeah, he's doing an outstanding job.
And then my last question for you got Tomahawk coming up on Thursday, the top team in Division II, the team that knocked you guys out last year. We got one night of practice, I imagine, to prepare. What are you looking for against the Hatchets team?
I'm looking for us to come out and play our game against them, not to get too worried about what they have. I want to see us play like we played our first period tonight.
Gotcha. 3 goals in that first period, one of them by Spencer Lemke, scoring his first varsity goal. Spencer, what was that moment like for you?
Oh, it was amazing. The moment I've been waiting for a long time.
You and a couple of your senior classmates, or I guess Tyler Barrs, the junior, you guys got out to that early 3-0 lead. What's it like playing with that top line of Kianka, Barrs, and Yurkovsky?
Well, it's amazing. I mean, they always put in the work. They show their skill. They just do it great.
And then when you guys were having to make those kills late in the third period, you're able to keep them off the board on the 5-on-4. They score on the 5-on-3. What was it like on the penalty kill for you guys here tonight?
It was tough. I mean, we tried our best, but,
Thank you, Spencer. Just one final thing. If you can look at the camera, I'll have you take the mic, and you'll say, my name is Spencer Lemke, and I'm in the house. But that's going to fall. You might want to hold that. There you go.
My name is Spencer Lemke, and I'm in the house.
Thank you, Spencer. Coach Kuklinski, good luck against Tomahawk on Thursday. Thank you all for tuning in tonight.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome. 4-3, Mosinee on top of Lakeland here tonight. 3-0 in Great Northern play, 8-5-1 overall. Signing off once again for Joey Ramsey on the production side. My name is Gunnar Zippert. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night.